Alright, so this is my laundry area in my garage. It is definitely not fancy, but it is functional. I am behind on laundry. We have lots of, like, our garage is packed. It has a lot of stuff in it. But we are going to be focusing on the laundry part. Now, I noticed that this kind of looks like it has some mildew right there. Probably from somebody hanging towels over it. So I think I'm going to take all the laundry out of here and treat that and wash these bins, like the bags, because I haven't ever done that. Everything obviously needs a good wipe down. These shelves, okay, first of all, there's a very top shelf. I am not getting up there. Like this stuff, I don't even know what it is. I'm just leaving it up there. I'm gonna focus on these two shelves. You can see this shelf is bowed. We actually have plans to put in some different kind of shelving and make this area nicer at some point, but it's just one of those things that, you know, it's just the time and money and just basically the time to just make it happen. So I'm going to pull everything down, kind of go through everything. There could be some empty things. I don't know. Things definitely are going to get wiped down. And we're just going to kind of go from there. And because this video did not start with a proper intro, I'm going to take the time right now to say welcome back to Carry Grace. Alright, so I am still working my way through the A Bowl Full of Lemons Home Organization Challenge for 2025. If you go to Tony's website, she has all of the information. It is all free if this is something that you would like to do for yourself. You can do it at any point in time. This is something, though, that she has hosted for many, many years. It always starts in January. And the challenge is to go through 14 different areas of your home over the course of 14 weeks to declutter, organize, and deep clean. Now, I am strictly focusing on the decluttering and organizing portion because I do have a good system for deep cleaning that I do throughout the year. I kind of made this decision like a week or two ago that I was going to kind of just focus on the decluttering and organizing part so that I could get back to my regular deep cleaning routines. However, here in the laundry area, this isn't something that I actually have on my list, probably something that I should add to my list moving forward, but I am going to be deep cleaning this area. And I say that kind of lightly. I am cleaning like the shelves, the products on the shelves, the tops and sides and front of the washer and dryer, things like that. I'm not moving them. I'm not like cleaning behind them or anything like that. Y'all, this is my garage. If it was in my house, I would probably, I would definitely be cleaning like baseboards and light fixtures and all of those kind of things, but that is just not where we are at. So right here, I've just got a bin and I'm just going to touch everything on these shelves. This bin, we keep like different bags and just some random things. The bags are like laundry bags for washing like shoes and undergarments and things like that. And then I've got some like treatment, like a soap treatment for stains that stays in there. Up here, I've got just products that I don't want taking up room in my house because they are things that I don't use very frequently, but I know if I got rid of them, I would be like, oh, I need that now. And that would be super annoying. But it's things like there's a leather cleaner up there. There is some Scotch Guard that basically had nothing in it. It had a little bit in it. I decided eventually to just throw it away because I wanted the space. But because I do have the space to hold on to these things, I'm just keeping them. This right here is toilet bowl tablets. We had them and used them in our previous rental house, and I haven't used them here mostly because, number one, I didn't know they were up there, and number two, I probably stuck them up there when we first moved in because I knew we were on a septic tank in this house, and I didn't take the time to do any research. I just sat here though and read the box, and it says that they are safe for a septic system. So I pulled those down, and I'm going to use them up, and then I probably won't repurchase them. But like I said, might as well use them up since I've already bought them and have them. But like I said, in this bin, I just have random things that we use from time to time, but we don't need very often. But like I said, they are things that I don't need to get rid of, because as soon as I get rid of them, somebody would end up needing them. This bin, I have just some extra cleaning supplies. So I've got a couple extra bottles of my Method degreaser that I like to use. Actually, this one isn't a degreaser. This is just their like everyday spray, like everyday cleaner. And then I've also got some washing machine tablets for cleaning the washing machine. That's something that I do once a month. I'm not doing it in this video because, like I said, I do have a monthly deep cleaning schedule. And even though I didn't do it for January, because this is the end of January, I didn't want to do it right now. I'm really wanting to get back on track for February. So I will be doing this probably next week. I will use one of those. So like I said, I'm just going to continue to go through these products. I'm going to touch everything. If it's something that's empty or something that I know we won't use, I'm going to toss it. I'm also making mental notes of things that I don't really use that frequently, but I can just use them up so that they are not wasted, and then they will have, there will be less products up here. This can of Endust that I'm throwing away, it's broken, it doesn't work. I don't even remember using it. I haven't used it since we've lived in this house, so I don't need it. But like that thing right there with the red can, that's called Liquid Gold, and I've had that can for, I'm trying to think how long I've been married, for 27 years. It is a cleaner for wood, and we had wood cabinets in our first home. It was like really, really old, and I've had that same can and continued to use it here and there. I don't need it often, but every now and then there will be something that I've needed to use it on. So again, I'm glad I've had it. I will tell you though that because my laundry area is in the garage and not in the house, this is one of those places that it is very easy for me to just neglect and not think about, like for real. So this is something that I'm trying to decide, like, do I want to keep doing this challenge every year? Do I want to make it an annual thing again? I'm not going to decide for sure until I kind of have finished going through it this year. But so far, it's been really nice. It's been a pretty easy pace for me to keep up with. And then maybe I will add some of these things. Like this is something that I could probably stand to do twice a year, but at the same time, doing it once a year may be just fine. So maybe I won't do it again this year, and then I'll just see how everything looks next year. Maybe I just add it to one of my other lists. Right here, this bottle. I'm really, I use a lot of empty Method bottles because I like the shape and the sprayer on them. I will reuse them, like I'll clean them out and reuse them. And every now and then I don't put a label on one. So I was sniffing what was in that bottle, and it was very clearly white vinegar, and I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't label it, is because if you take a sniff, you know for sure it's vinegar. But I don't recommend putting things in bottles and not labeling them. Label your bottles, because somebody might come in that's not you, maybe a family member, and need something, and if they can't find it, you could have some kind of disaster. So don't be like me. Make sure that you are labeling the contents of your bottles. When we moved in this house, I really thought I was going to miss having an indoor laundry room. Maybe if you have been here for a long time, you may remember our home in Alabama. We had our washer and dryer. Our laundry area was very similar. It was out in the garage. And in that particular home, I did not like it at all, like at all. And then we lived in, I'm trying to remember, two rental houses in Florida when we moved here. that were much newer homes than we were used to living in, and they both had indoor laundry. And I actually found them to be pretty restrictive just because they weren't very big. I didn't feel like I had as much space as I really wanted. So when we bought this house, I was nervous about being in having the laundry area in the garage again. But at the same time, I really enjoy that because it is in the garage, I have way more space. And so I have plenty of room to store things, and I kind of don't have to be as particular as I would be if all of this was in my house, because I'm pretty sure that if there was a laundry room in this house, I probably wouldn't have space for all of this. So I don't mind it. It can be hot during the summer. It can be really cold in the wintertime, but we did have extra insulation put on our house. And when we did that, we did it in the garage, and it actually makes a really big difference. So it's really not too bad. But I do like having lots of extra room and not having to be as particular. Right here, I'm just still touching every product, wiping things down. There are definitely some messes. Those boxes of borax and Arm & Hammer washing powder, they kind of, I don't know, something happened and some of this stuff poured out. And so that was kind of a mess, and I just got a garbage bag, and I've just been throwing garbage away. I don't decant things, not really. The only thing I have in a different container is the OxyClean, and that's just because it comes in a container that's kind of awkward, and so it just works better in that other container. But like I said, y'all, this is my garage. We keep it really, really functional out here. Also, my boys do help with laundry from time to time, and I can tell you that if things were decanted and in pretty things, they would probably get broken. So yeah.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities.
I found a couple of things that don't go out here. I've got a dusting wand, some extra organization containers that don't need to be out here, and a new scrub daddy that is out here. So I just kind of set those off to the side, and when I go back in the house, I will put those away. Now, right now, I'm going to just wipe the machines down. I don't know if you noticed me pick up that big bottle of Lysol, what's that stuff called? Sanitizer. It does not fit on the shelf, and it makes me feel crazy because it's just too tall. So I'm really hoping that I remember that when we start measuring and putting in new shelves at some point. I would really like to be able to put that on the shelf and then not have to sit on top of the washing machine, because it would be so much easier if the whole thing was cleared off so that I could just fold laundry as I pull it out of the dryer instead of taking it inside and throwing it on the couch or on my bed. Now, obviously, that's going to depend on the weather. If it's extremely cold, extremely hot, I'm not going to stand there and fold laundry. But if the temperatures are bearable, I do like to do it that way. And it would be a lot easier if nothing was on top. And I do wipe these down pretty regularly, like the tops and the fronts and stuff. So it really wasn't that bad. So let me know in the comments, do you have a laundry room inside your home? Or do you have a laundry area like in your garage or somewhere else? Also, let me know how often you do like a nice deep clean and wipe everything down and go through all of your products. Is it something that you do monthly? Maybe like you're really on top of it. Maybe you do it quarterly. Maybe you do it once a year. Maybe you do it anytime it starts to look bad. Let me know what you like to do. So that is pretty much a wrap. Everything has been wiped down, straightened up, put away, got rid of things that weren't necessary, and everything's been wiped down and ready to go. I did already mention that when the what's it called, when these little laundry sorters, after they were washed, there still were some signs of that mildew. Like I said, I'm not really going to worry about it. I'm just going to put these little hangers back in and hang them back up so that we can continue on doing laundry around here. If you have an idea, though, of something else I could try to get it out, let me know. I'm definitely open to trying something new. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. It definitely felt good to get this project marked off of my list. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys soon.